The way that this light is shining, it makes my teeth look so yellow, but I swear they're not. They're just not. It looks so crazy. But anyways, what's good, water? Welcome back to the channel. You already know who it is, where you're at, and what it will be. It's your girl Zanny, right in the voice. So let's just jump into you guys' reading. Hope you guys are doing well. Okay, happy birthday or upcoming birthday to any Scorpios. Okay, so let's just get into this reading. You guys know how it goes. Give some to get some. So if I'm picking up on you, it's because you liked or commented or subscribed or shared or something like that. And if I'm picking up on you, or you think I am, you didn't do any of those things, you're delulu. Okay, so I don't know what song it is, y'all, but like it might be, all I know is like, oh, I think that's Alicia Keys. I'm gonna sit here, right here, and let all that comes to me. If you have something to say, you should say it right now. Okay, so I just heard full of shit. I don't know who is full of it or why, but I'm literally was getting, if I'm being like 100% honest, that someone's jamming to like these like romantic songs, and you could be, I just heard down bad. Like you could be down bad for real, like in your feelings and stuff, but I feel like you might be like a toxic person or like in a toxic like child. You could be doing some toxic things right now, but you could be trying to play this like victim role, or like this whole role of like, oh, like, you know, just sad and going through something. It's very manipulative. I don't know what's going on with that, but I'm gonna move on from that because that feels like a little like really personal or something, or like really like specific. But I feel like I am talking to a collective of water signs, okay, child, who feel like regardless of whether you're karmic or you're not, or you're normal or you're blah, 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 right? You are in a place where you're just like sitting still in kind of like a feminine energy and just allowing people to like, I feel like you're just like sitting in your emotions and you're like pushing them out, if that makes sense. Like you're sitting and you're like projecting all of the emotions that you feel, good and bad. And I feel like you're kind of like putting out a call or like a magnetic force to attract something your way. And I feel like you're just trying to see what it is that you're attracting or calling in or something like that. It's a little strange, but like I get it. Like I get it. Sure. Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, like I said, like it feels like instead of like going to seek something out, you're trying to attract something into you. Like somebody wants someone to come to them. Okay, interesting. This feels very, like I just heard forceful. So this feels a little forceful, kind of like devious, because it's like you're not saying this, but you're putting it out energetically. So I feel like someone's doing their thing like in like a non-physical way. Like you're trying to call something in or someone in without actually doing it physically. You're like trying to do it on the slick and slide. Okay, so we got the Page of Swords coming out first. It fell on the floor face down, and it is in the reverse. So this card in the reverse is one of like someone trying to, I guess, become like a master in doing what I just described, but I don't think that you're as good at it as you think you are. Or maybe, yeah, like this is giving deception, manipulation, a person who just like is talking the talk but not walking the walk. And I feel like you may think that you're really good at what you're doing, or you may have been really good at this in the past, but I don't think this is in the past, but I don't think this is working for you anymore. I think people can tell that you're like kind of full of it, if I'm being honest. And yeah, like I feel like you're almost trying to like project this image of like, you know, confidence, hot, sexy, like in your power. But I feel like what you really feel is like a lot of lack and kind of just like being left out of plans, discussions, whatever. And I feel like people can see this more than you think that they can. I feel like this is a cycle that you can't ignore with the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like this is something that you have to kind of face head on. Okay, so that is how someone here is being viewed. Yeah, I feel like this is justice. Like, I don't know if someone's watching my channel who just happens to be somebody who's like this, and that's interesting. Like, look, I ain't finna sit here and judge you. Like, do you? But, like, child, this you're reading, apparently. Like, I don't know. What else is... That's way too much. Like, I feel like y'all are very needy right now, and I feel like if you don't think that you look that way, you definitely do. Like, if you don't think that you look like you penny pinching and you're trying to hold on to your money and like the last of what you got, I literally just saw a vision of somebody like counting the days till they like wig rise, or like they need their hair redone or they need their hair cut. They're like, okay, I can go on like this for another week before I start looking a mess. But people kind of already are viewing you as like looking rougher than you usually look or something. And this is the truth. Like, this is going to be a hard truth for somebody. 555 on the time. I feel like you're in need real bad of somebody to be like generous with you and to give you something. But I'm not sure how deserving you actually are of that, unfortunately. I feel like the people that you usually drinking with, hanging with, partying with, kikiing with, talking to, chopping it up with, I feel like none of these people are around because I feel like you don't offer these people anything. It's kind of like being a bad friend or being like that cheap friend or whatever, and then expecting people to be all generous with you and just like, I don't know. It's not working though. It's not working, unfortunately. I might leave. I might move on to another vibe or whatever, because this is kind of sad and disappointing. Yeah, I feel like people have caught on to the fact that you kind of be running off on the plug. Like, you be accepting people's like generosity, but you don't ever intend to like give back or like anything like that, unfortunately. Yeah, this is looking pretty sad, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, I think I am gonna move on from this. Yeah, I feel like you have the like, you do have like on the brighter side the ability to like come clean and rethink your approach and like do things differently, just to like kind of start off in a stronger way. Like, basically admit that you're deceptive, admit that you've been this way, admit that you're a people pleaser, like admit that you're kind of just been playing this role and doing what you think the world wants you to do. Or like, you know how like the world like beats us down so much, we start to become a product of our environment. Like, I'm getting a person who just needs to admit that to themselves and the people around them, like, yeah, I think I have become a product of my environment, unfortunately. Like, I don't want to be like this though. You have the space and opportunity to do this, to admit the fact that you've been this way. I'm not sure like what that will do for you, like what that will do for you, and like what changes that'll bring. Like, let me see real quick. Y'all, these fucking Apple updates, I paused the video and I was just talking and talking away and it was paused. I think Apple needs to like change the color of the thing when it's paused or something, because I didn't notice the time wasn't ticking away. I was trying not to pay attention to the time. Oh my God. Y'all, that just irked me so bad. Y'all, I'm gonna just give you a play-by-play of what I just said, because I don't know how long it blocked out what I was saying. So you guys are headed down a dark path if you don't do the admitting to yourself of how, what you've become and what life has like formed you to be, because I don't think it's nothing that you want to be. It's just kind of what you came into being. I think that if there's somebody that you want, and I think you want them, you want it for the wrong reasons. I feel like you want this like power couple dynamic, you want a lot of money, but I feel like you need to admit to yourself that you don't have any real skills or any real like know-how of how to build that wealth and keep it and maintain it. And I think it'll take a long time for you to do so. I think that if you don't like basically pick yourself up at this time, you will be headed towards like a really dark path. And this feels like a warning or whatever, which is weird. I think I have so much new like water energy that has come to the channel lately, because this has been like some stuff that is like really different than what I usually pick up on for the water signs or whatever. I think that you should rely on people a lot less to help pull you out of things, and you should rely more on yourself. You need to be real with yourself. You need a lot of self realization and real self tough love like type vibe. Okay, Okay, how else are the water signs being viewed on the channel? Let's try to get some different energy in here. Okay, so some of you guys are being viewed as making like really wise observations and making like honorable sacrifices for the things that you want in life. So this feels like a complete opposite of what I've just been reading for. So this is more for the water sign who has been taking care of business, putting the work in. You guys are fully attracting a counterpart, by the way, to the earth, to the water signs who are doing their thing. We got the Emperor and the Empress. And it's funny because the water signs who are not doing the work, who are kind of falling in this like dark kind of blunder, they want this like king and queen of pentacles kind of relationship, this like rich power energy. But like the water signs who are actually doing the work are, you know, bringing in a relationship that's more like the Emperor and the Emperor, and you guys actually are attracting. It's like having versus wanting. Okay, water signs who aren't doing the work, they're wanting, wishful thinking. Okay, the water signs who are doing the work, who are on this channel, seeing this message, you guys have this. You're calling this in. You have this in so many ways. You have this with yourself. You have this with your friends. You have this, and so you're calling this in. Or some of you already have your counterpart. If not, it's literally damn near here already, or right there. It's right there. And this is more so giving like ruler of self, great mother-father duo, great leadership duo. Like this is what kind of like what the world needs. Like the world could use a lot more like power couples, but less power couples that are rooted in money and more that are rooted in like righteousness or like beliefs or something having to do with nurturing self and the community. Okay, so those of you who are on that path, congratulations. Like you got your counterpart, or your counterpart is on the way. Okay, what else? Like how else are they being viewed? And people can see this about you as well. Okay, water. Yeah, y'all are being seen as very like feisty. Like some of you guys are being seen as just kind of being over what you've been doing. So people could be viewing you as like way different than how you usually are. You know, dressing different, behaving different, doing just different things than you usually do because you're just kind of like over what you usually have going on in your life. Earth, so I mean, earth, water. So, you know, people around you could just be like, damn, like water's on some different ish. Like the death card here for my Scorpios, or just for Scorpio season, we're going to have a lot of transformative things happening. Like this season is about to be so intense and crazy. I feel like there's going to be a lot of balancing and a lot of justice going on. So if you guys been calling stuff in, you got it. Protection, you got it. Money, you got it. Whatever it is that you need. Okay. Talking to the righteous water sign. Okay. My voice is trying to go away a little bit, which is a little weird because, you know, I haven't been doing anything that should make it go away. So I feel like, you know, my more low vibe water sign people who are here, you guys want a message from me. And to be honest, I just don't think I'm the reader for you per se. Like I definitely think that, yeah, with the death card here, I feel like you guys need to rely on yourself for answers instead of seeking others. I think that whatever you're seeking here is you're kind of at a means of a dead end. You need to change, you need to transform, period. That's it. That's all I have for you. You need better people around you. You need to be surrounded by better things, better people. You need to get on that ASAP. Get on that ASAP. You need to be really committed to that. You need to be committed to changing yourself in deep, deep ways. Healing. You need to look at your birth chart. You need to go and see, you know, what you need to improve in your life for yourself. That's just really what I'm getting. Let's see what we got for the more evolved water signs, because I forgot to pull 2 of these for you guys. Okay, we got 1, 2. Okay, all right. I did not plan to edit, but whatever. Okay. So we have finding God. So I feel like the evolved water sign that I'm channeling mostly for this channel are the ones who feel like they really are on a journey with them and the Most High, which I think is a beautiful thing. Like that's major for me. Who in my energy? I feel like you guys want to know who's in your energy. I feel like you guys want to know who's watching you and what's going on around you. People are viewing you a certain way, but I think you don't really care about maybe who's viewing you, but more so just like who it is, and less of like how they see you, but like who it is. Like basically, if somebody was like, you want to know the tea of what so and so said about you, Water, you're like, no, but I do want to know who is talking about me. I don't care what they said, but I do want to know who's talking about me. So who's talking about Water? Who is in Water's energy? We got the Judgment card. So you have people in your energy who are making judgment calls on you. These could be people, I'm seeing like somebody who's very thick, somebody kind of with like a smaller behind, feminine energy, like a thick feminine energy with a small behind, who maybe wears like braids and an updo. That's just for someone, okay? But let's get more specific about who these people are, because the people who are in your energy, Water, are people who are making judgment calls on you. And yeah, I think that's why you want to know. You want to see what people are projecting based off who the hell it is. Like, so yeah, boom. We have somebody who could wear like really big hair, like really big curly hair. We got Joan Collins. So we have this like Joan Collins type of energy. Somebody around you could have written a book or wrote a book. They could be an older woman who talks to like younger guys. This could be a person who's really into like beauty and feels like you'll be beautiful no matter what age you are. You should be beautiful. You should care about how you look. Yeah, this is a person who I think is a writer, and they're not, or a blogger, and they are not afraid to put people they know in their work or like talk about their personal experiences. So that's one person who is in your energy, Water. Okay, let's see who else. Let's get one more person. This has been carrying on kind of long. So we have a few people. So we have Giacomo Casanova. So there could be someone in your energy who you're not seeing anymore. This is less about the person, more so what I'm getting from the card, by the way. So you could have stopped talking to or entertaining or giving your attention to someone who has a lot of options, or who like always has people on their D or P. And they're like watching you like, okay, where's Water? Why Water not paying attention to me? Like, they're watching you for sure. This person could wear a lot of colors. This person could be like a lover boy, lover girl, but kind of could be like a F boy or F girl. We have Safo. So I'm just really getting a lot of just like people who are like non-committal, but very like artistic or poetic. These people, they could be your old group of friends, or just people that you could know. I'm getting a lot of like people who are older than you are, so you could have a lot of like elders, or you know, just we got this Elizabeth Taylor energy. So I'm just really picking up on this just like sophisticated like diamonds, and like I don't know, I'm just getting older people, period. And ex-lovers in your energy watching you. Yeah. I feel like you got some type of like flavor or some type of vibe that these older people want, or they're seeing like, dang, like Water has this whole thing going on where they're basically doing stuff that I wish I could have did at their age. I feel like you are making people want to have like a more keen intuition. You're encouraging people to want to die and transform, people who never thought they'd change, who are very stuck in their ways. You could even have some minor attracted people around you, which is really gross and weird. Okay, we have fire element, something about fire energy. Okay, there's repeating cycles, okay, for someone here. Energy harvesting. I feel like a lot of people this could be from more of the lower vibrational water signs. So clearly there's something that you could be receiving here at this time, which is totally fine. Yeah, I feel like you need to backtrack and reevaluate like where you've been and where you want to go, because if you think you're going to go forward doing anything you were doing in the past, it's not happening, sugar. Okay, it's not happening, honey. It's just not. Okay, yeah, you really need to ground. It's funny because when I saw this card, I also saw grooming. So I feel like somebody here could be having to deal with a lot of healing in regards to being preyed upon by minor attracted people. You could have been getting groomed your whole life to be like promiscuous and all these things. I feel like you need to protect yourself a lot more and to just like, yeah, know that people are stalking and watching you virtually as well. For I think that's for the more higher vibrational water signs. Yeah, I feel like a lot of you guys are in a solo season. You know, you really need to ground. It would probably really benefit you to be around more like earth sign people. You need to detox. Like for the more low life earth sign, water signs, I think you guys need to spend some time alone, heal, be real with yourself, hang around better people, get some advice from some people that you look up to, be for real with yourself. No more games, no more funny shit. Like, you're coming from funny shit. You can't do funny shit moving forward, okay? And for the higher vibrational water signs, I think that you guys are very grounded. I think that you have benefited a lot from being alone. Now it's time for you to socialize, okay? Come out of your shell, because a lot of people want a lot more of you, and you're attracting a partner, okay? You are attracting a divine community as well. So you need to get out here, okay? Utilize prana, use your breath, okay? Breathe, okay? Maybe if you get out and do some like, maybe you'll get invited to some type of healing activities involving like meditation and breath work. I think that will be like a huge deal for you. You'll be working on boundary setting a lot, okay? People are viewing you as having boundaries. They're viewing you as very magnetic. They want to be social with you. They see that you're in a very dreamy space and they want to join you there, okay, water signs? These are for my higher vibrational water signs though. If you are on the lower end, on your low life shit, be real with yourself. No one wants to hang out with you right now, if I'm being honest. You need to have courage to guide yourself in the right direction. And that's what I have for you, water. I don't think I need to carry that on in any more, of a dragged out way. Because, it's very cut and dry right now for you guys. So I really hope that helped, and I will see you guys in the next one. Make sure you do all the things. You already know what to do, okay? You know how to interact with the channel, give and take, law of exchange. See you guys next time. Peace.